Welcome in Geopolitics Today. My name is David Criekemans. I'm standing here before the main building of the Antwerp harbour, one of the symbols of Belgian exports throughout the world. Today, the British Prime Minister Theresa May is invoking Article 50 of the Lisbon Treaty, saying that Great Britain officially wants to leave the European Union. In the coming weeks, difficult negotiations will start. They will be very technical, they will take a lot of time, it will be very tough. It will be negotiations filled with crises, and probably the United Kingdom will not only leave the single European market, but also the customs union. Things are likely that in 18 months or 2 years' time, another set of negotiations start. Negotiations on a trade deal between the UK and the European Union. Again, this will be difficult, and we might end up in a lose-lose situation. Lose-lose would be, for instance, a scenario in which the corporate tax of the United Kingdom is going down even further. And that would mean that the United Kingdom is developing a new scenario for its own economy. In that case, the European Union might even want to compensate in a Trump-like manner with its own tariffs. So it might end up to be a lose-lose situation. But for the European Union, this does not have to be a geopolitical disaster. The 27 are enough in terms of economy, have enough capacity to deal with this situation. On the other hand, this crisis might also be an opportunity. It might be an opportunity to work more together in terms of social Europe and social integration. And on the other hand, it might also trigger more cooperation in terms of defense. But on the other hand, Europe also needs the United Kingdom because in defense matters, the UK is still the biggest spender. So watch out also for a deal between France and the United Kingdom on defense. On the other hand, for the United Kingdom itself, it could become a geopolitical disaster. Because already now we see that certainly the Scottish are very much afraid they are being dragged out of the single market. Certainly when the majority of Scottish people voted in favor of remaining in the European Union. So, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of tough negotiations going on in the upcoming years. A lot of political capital will be spent on this issue, and meanwhile the world changes rapidly. So it might also be that our politicians devote a lot of time on this topic. While the world is changing rapidly, think Trump, think also Mr. Putin in Eastern Europe, think also the many challenges which await us in the Mediterranean. All in all, it will be very difficult but very interesting years ahead.